everyone. Welcome back to Be Inspired with Cheryl. So today I want to talk to you about what is my purpose? What am I good at? What are those gifts and talents inside of me that maybe I'm not using, or maybe they're being underutilized? Today I want to talk to you along those lines. What are you doing with your gifts and your purpose, your gifts and your talents? So I want to share a little story about myself. So I have always had a longing to help people. And it started out several years ago where I had one of my friends came to me and asked me, Cheryl, can you help me with my resume? So I told her, I was like, yes, I will give it a shot, you know, because they've always known me as the one who always get a job, no matter what. So that's what I'm known for. So what I did was I helped her with her resume, and she was successful in getting a job. So not long after that, word spreaded that Cheryl can help with resumes. Not only did I start helping with resumes, but then I became a headhunter, whereas I would help people find jobs. So I was fulfilled with that. I loved helping people to find jobs. I loved helping people with their resumes. It was just me, and that was my way of giving back. And I felt like I was being fulfilled. And on the receiving end, the person was benefit because they was actually landing jobs. The resumes were helping them. The leads that I was giving them were helping. But it was still like just desiring me to want to do more. Always striving to help people no matter what. So later on in life, and a matter of fact, it was last year that I started a consulting business of my own. It's called Design for Greatness. Design for Greatness was erected by me to help those individuals who were seeking to better themselves, want to grow, but oftentimes was stuck. You know, like they had it in them, but they just needed someone to help them formulate their goals, help them formulate action plans. So with that, Design for Greatness has a leadership and life coaching component, whereas I sit with an individual to help them to establish goals and have an actionable plan. Not only is that a component of it, but we have two other components as well. Another component is Single Mothers Academy. And with single mothers, it doesn't matter how young or how old. Design for Greatness mission is to help single mothers move from average to excellence. So we have tools in place where we help single mothers through academia, from the onset on to graduation. We are that support system. And the reason why I am so passionate about it is because for so long, I have been a single mother as well, raising 4 children. And I know the struggle. I was able to complete my bachelor's degree along with my master's degree while I was rearing 4 children and working full time. So it is possible. You just need to have that support, that mentor to help you to navigate through some issues that you may encounter, and for us to just to help you and lead you with the right resources. So today, what I want to talk to you about is, do you know what your purpose is? What are you passionate about? What are those innate abilities that the Lord has placed in you? And you know that you're supposed to be operating in them, but it could be fear. It could be you think the timing is not right, or you think that you haven't fully developed in that area yet. Let me give you a story, and it's coming from Matthew 25. And we're going to look at the parable of the talents. So I'm going to be looking at it from the New International Version. So I'll give you a minute to turn your Bibles to Matthew 25, and we're going to look at verses 14 through 28. So it reads, "Again, it will be like a man going on a journey who called his servants and trusted his property to them. To one he gave 5 talents, the other to another 2 talents, and then to another 1 talent, each according to his ability. Then he went on his journey. The man who had received the 5 talents went at once and put his money to work and gained 5 more. So also the one with 2 talents gained 2 more. But the man who had received the 1 talent went off, dug a hole in the ground, and hid his master's money. After a long time, the master of those servants returned and settled accounts with them. The man who had received the 5 talents brought the other 5. 'Master,' he said, 'you entrusted me with 5 talents. See, I have gained 5 more.' His master replied, 'Well done, good and faithful servant. You have been faithful with a few things. I will put you in charge of many things. Come and share your master's happiness.' The man with the 2 talents also came. 'Master,' he said, 'you entrusted me with 2 talents. See, I have gained 2 more.' His master replied, 'Well done, good and faithful servant. You have been faithful with a few things. I will put you in charge of many things. Come and share your master's happiness.' Then the man who had received 1 talent came. 'Master,' he said, I knew that you are a hard man, harvesting what you have not sown and gathering where you have not scattered seed. So I was afraid, and I went out and hid your talent in the ground. See, here is what belongs to you.' His master replied, 'You wicked, lazy servant. So you knew that I harvest where I have not grown and gathered. I have not scattered seed. Well then, you should have put money on deposit with the banker so that when I return, I will have received it back with interest. Take the talent from him and give it to the one who has 10 talents. For everyone who has will be given more, and he will have an abundance. Whoever does not have, even what he has will be taken from him. And throw that worthless servant outside into the darkness, where there will be weeping and gnashing of teeth.'" So here you can see where the servant, he gave each one talents to his own abilities. One he gave 5, one he gave 2, and the other he gave 1. So just in this parable with the talents, the Lord has given us talents as well. He's given us gifts. He's given us things that we should be doing while we are here. And he wants us to operate in those things. A lot of times, the talents that he has given us is also to help others as well. So what are you going to do with the talents that God has given you? Are you going to be like one of the 5 who invested his talents? He took his talents and he operated in those talents. And when the master came back, he showed the master what he did with those talents. He put those talents to work. Are you putting your talents to work? Whatever it is that God has given you, whatever gifts, whatever talents, are you putting those talents to work? Or you're just letting them sit like the person with the 1 talent? He hid his talent. He did not share his talent. He did not bless people with his talent. He did not invest in his talent. The Lord wants us to use what he has given us. As we're using what he's given us, he will even pour more into us. You will even be surprised at there will be more gifts that the Lord has placed upon you that you probably didn't even know you had it in you yourself. But a lot of times the Lord wants to see, are we going to be faithful with what he has given us, or we are going to just let it just fall to the ground and do nothing with it. A lot of people are dependent on us. Whatever that talent is, they're dependent on your voice. They are dependent on your creativity. They're dependent on what you have to offer. In this life, it's not always about us. It's about reaching back and helping others. How many of you today can say that you're operating in your talents and your gifts and you're putting them to good use? Are there other people who are benefiting from your talents? Are you making a difference in other people's lives? Are you bringing a smile to their face? What are you doing with your talents? What is it that God has for you to do? And are you doing it? So the moral of this parable and of this and the parable of the talents is, what the Lord has blessed you with, use those talents to the utmost of your being. And as you use those talents, as you put those talents to use, as you are faithful with the things that the Lord has given you, the Lord is going to open up and give you and bless you with even more. But are you going to be faithful with what you already have? What do you have in your hands? What are you using? What is it that you're good at? You may think, oh, you know, let's just say that you like baking, but you only bake for your family. Why don't you bake and start helping others, give to others, and that baking can turn into a business. You never know. But the only way you'll know is you have to step out on faith and do it. A lot of times we don't have all the pieces to the puzzle. It's not given to us. But as you begin to operate in it, then things will start to come together like the piece of the puzzle, the pieces to the puzzle. You have pieces scattered all about. But then as you concentrate on it, as you begin to work on that puzzle, then the pieces begin to align. They begin to come in place, and then you have the perfect picture. And that's what the Lord wants us to do. He wants us to begin to operate in those gifts. He wants us to be able to, he wants us to start working with our talents that he has blessed us with. And as we begin to do it, doors will open, others will be blessed, you will be blessed. Doesn't it feel good when you are able to bless others? And it doesn't have to be financially. It can be with words of comfort. It can be with just helping them with taking someone to the store, picking up their medicine. Whatever the Lord has placed on you, that burning desire isn't there for no reason. It's because the Lord has placed it in you. So today I want you to take inventory. Take inventory of your gifts and your talents. And look and see, how can I use my gifts and talents to either erect change or to be a blessing to someone else? So I want to, before we close out, I want to say a little prayer. Father, thank you for blessing me with small opportunities and responsibilities. Thank you for choosing me to be your faithful and trustworthy servant. Lord, as I come to you today, I desire to give you my best, and I am committed to serving you. I am committed to serving you with excellence. I pray that everything I do brings, oh my God, you glory and honor. Father, I pray that everything I do will be for the upbuilding of your kingdom. As I continue to grow and mature in my faith, I am excited to see the new responsibilities and opportunities you bless me with. I pray that I never shy away or feel fearful in taking the next steps needed to serve you and your people. Lord, please continue to use me, adding many more opportunities and responsibilities. Because when I serve others,